Hey everyone, this is Heidi coming to you from sunny Florida. Today is Monday, October 24th, and this is episode 23. If you are new, thank you so much for checking me out. And if you're a returning viewer, I'm glad you're back here with me. So today I'm going to talk about some knitting, some crochet, and a little bit of cross stitch. So if you want to find me other than YouTube, I'm also on Ravelry and Instagram as Yarn It Heidi. So that's where most of my stuff is, on Instagram. So today I have some exciting news. The last time I podcasted, I was having a giveaway because I reached my 100 subscriber milestone. And all you had to do is comment below and you have a chance to enter for my giveaway. So I am so thankful and grateful for you guys because not only did I reach my 100 subscriber, I now got 29 more subscribers, more than I could ever imagine. So, I like this. So think that next time when I reach 200, I'm going to have another giveaway. Hopefully every 100, I can do a giveaway. So should I just announce the winner now? I know those that commented are dying to know, because I know as when I comment on somebody's podcast, I get so excited. So, drum roll, dun, 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 dun. Here it is. The winner is Craven Raven Crafts by Robin C. Congratulations, Robin. That was so nice that you commented and said such nice things. And now you're going to get to win some yarn. This is Tacky Yarns. In my Yarn Yay subscription, here's a pattern book. Here is a bookmark, a heart bookmark. And what else do I have in here? Oh, this hand woven basket. And I'm throwing in some, I can't find anything. Oh, some T-pins and a stitch marker of a candy corn. And I forgot to mention, this pattern also includes a button to put on the cowl if you desire to make the cowl. So once again, thank you so much, Robin C. And I'll put your name up here. Also, because you won, you can either contact me with your information, your name, your full name and address on Instagram as Yarn It Heidi, or on my email, which is Heidi1964@gmail.com. I will post that up here so you can find me that way if you do not do Instagram. So congratulations, Robin. I'm so excited for you. I know when I win, I scream out loud. So, okay, so that's it. This week I have a few finished objects. I still have plenty of works in progress. I'm only going to show you the ones that I gave some love to. Other ones are just long-standing, and that's going to be months, including my Musselburgh. That thing is like forever. Okay, let's get cracking. Okay, the first one I want to show you is, I made this each month. I participate in the Year of the Dishcloths by the Kitchen Sink Shop. She has a newsletter that comes out once a month. And in the newsletter is a dishcloth pattern. And they're always, for this year, named or inspired by books that she read as, throughout the years. So I completed this one, and it's inspired by the book Anne of Green Gables. So this is the dishcloth for this month. I'm right on target. Every month that she does it, I do it each month, and I'm not behind. So this is by the Kitchen Sink Shop from Annie, and you can see like the braid in her hair. If you ever watched Annie, you can watch on Netflix Anne with an E. It's based off the book, or if you ever read the book, she's a young girl with red hair and a braid in her hair, and this reminds the Kitchen Sink Shop of Anne, not Annie, Anne. So I used my favorite cotton yarn for now, Dishy, to make dishcloths by Knit Picks. And her pattern says a size 3, but I'm finding the ones that I've made in the past have been a little too short. So I went up to a size 5, and I like it this way. So size 5, very easy, no cable. It looks like cable, but there's no cable involved. It just has that kind of look. Anyway, check her out at the Kitchen Sink Shop. She does a lot on Instagram. And if you subscribe to her newsletter, it's free, and you get a dishcloth pattern each month. So that's kind of fun to do. Okay, I'm going to take a little breather because I'm very dry here. Oh, on a side note, the weather finally is cooling down in Florida. It was in the 90s. Now it's only in the 80s. But in the morning, it wakes up. It's not even 70 degrees. So it's cooling down in Florida. Okay, back to my stuff. The other thing that I did, I participated in, is a spooky sock along hosted by Julianne from Twin Stitches Design and Moonglow Yarn Company. And they had another spooky sock along. So I did it, and I used the pattern from Twin Stitches Design. That's Julianne. And they're called the Spellbound Socks. Here they are. This one says Hocus, this one says Pocus, and little kitty cat. I just changed the colors for the color work part. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit about this. The yarn is from Moonglow Yarn Company. Her yarn is just beautiful. And it's called the Spellbound Sock Set. So it goes with the pattern that Julianne from Twin Stitches designed. And so it's 75 superwash merino and 25% nylon. And her yarn knits beautifully, and it's the Spellbound Socks by Twin Stitches Design. Now, for the cuff, I did, how many rows did I do here? Maybe 12 rows. But I used a size 1 for the cuff, the heel, the leg. Color work, I go up 2 sizes because when I use, I've learned from lots of mistakes that if I use still the same size 1 or even a 2, it is way too tight. So I go up to a size 3 on this. But I made it goofy. When I did the color work on this writing here, on this part of the pattern, I switched to 3, and then I forgot to switch to size 1. So my toe section is also a size 3. And you know what? It still fits good. It's not even big. The heel I did a slip stitch and gusset heel. And yeah, so after the color work, I did like 20 rows before the heel. And for the foot, I did about 30 rows before the color work. So let me tell you what happened with this. That I have no idea why. When I did the other sock, I did the same exact thing. No changes whatsoever. But one is bigger than the other. I don't know why. This one is bigger than this one. Like wider and everything. I guess my gauge changed. And I don't know why. Let me see if I can get a good shot of this. I don't know what happened. And this is why I really should do 2 at a time. But sometimes it's just a pain in the neck. I have to split all the yarn into 2 balls to make 2 at a time, which I used to do all the time before. I don't know what happened. They still fit, but the one that says Pocus on it is really loose around the heel and the foot. I have no idea. I did the same exact thing. Anyway, that's it. That's my spooky sock make-along that I'm doing with those guys. I finished it just in time for Halloween. You had until October 31st to do that and participate. So, and the fun thing is, everybody's doing like a Halloween sock along. So I was able to put it into like 4 different places to post and see what happened. My next one is a crochet finish project. It is so adorable. I saw it in my yarn shop. They had a sample of it. And I kept eyeballing and eyeballing. I was like, and I couldn't find the pattern. The shop didn't have the pattern. I couldn't find it on Ravelry. But when I spoke to the person, I was doing a class on this. She said, oh, she thinks it's either Ravelry or Etsy. And bing, 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 Etsy. So I looked on Etsy, and there it was, the pattern. So I want to show you. Oh, look at my Halloween gnome. Isn't that the cutest thing? Oh, so the yarn that I used is, it's called Circulo, and it's 100% cotton. And I used a small hook. It said for a size B. And because of my tension in my right hand, I'm a lefty with the hook, but my tension goes in the right hand. And because of the injuries I've had with my fingers, the tension isn't the greatest. So I figured, let's go down a size in the hook. And it was perfect because it's still big. So the fun part is there's a pipe cleaner in here to make it round. And that's it. Most of it's knitting around. Yeah, I think everything on it is knitting around with the crochet. Well, I think that's the way to do it. And I stuffed it firmly. The only thing is, what was I going to say about this? Oh, there's supposed to be a little pumpkin that hangs on this. It went like this, and it looks ridiculous. So I didn't attach the pumpkin to his hat. And the other thing is, as cute as it is, I really did not enjoy making it. The body part was good, but like this top part in a round, it's so cumbersome. Oh, it was like a pain in the neck to go around in that circle for like 6 stitches. So that wasn't too much fun. Same thing with the arms and the nose. It was just so fiddly and cumbersome and, tedious. So this is the one and done type project. As cute as it is, and I love it, I just didn't want like doing this fiddly part. Once I got to the big sections, it was good, but I love the outcome. Meanwhile, I'm so drawn to making these toys, but then once I start doing them, I'm like, oh, I hate doing it. But this, I love the outcome, so it was worth all the tedious type work on these little parts. So that's my Halloween gnome. What else could I tell you about it? So it's by Circulo. The yarn is by Circulo. Their base is, I can never say this, Amigurumi. That's the base that I used. Anyway, and I think it's like a fingering type yarn. Very cute. So this goes to me. Even though I want to make it for other people, I just don't want to go through this part. Okay, so that's my crochet. The last thing I have is a cross stitch finish. Now, this cross stitch finish I did over a year ago. I would say close to 2 years. But I couldn't finish it, put everything together. So when I was down, up in New York for my son's wedding, my friend Marie, who is a fantastic finisher, a fantastic stitcher, she does everything beautiful. I gave it to her and I said, oh, see if you could put this together. And she did. So, and I'm so grateful for Maria. She's been such a great friend. And she always bails me out on my problems with stitching. Not so much I help her with the knitting, and she helps me with the cross stitch. So it was a cross stitch class that I took, and the designer is Romina Petrucci. She came in from Italy to teach this class at my local cross stitch shop called the Cross Stitch Cupboard. And it was a great class, the stitching, but putting it together, I just couldn't do it. So these are the things. This one, I stitched this part here, starfishes, and it's a pin cushion. And I had troubles putting it into this, making it snug. And then it also is a floss holder. So my friend put this together for me. I did the stitching, that's it. She put it all together. That's one thing, that's a pin cushion. This is a scissor fob. So I stitched this starfish. She put all this together, the cording, the backing is beautiful. I could not do it. And she did this where you, this I-cord, and you attach the scissors to the fob. She gave me the scissors too, which was so nice of her. So this is called a scissor fob. so that when you grab your scissors, you just grab this thing, you don't hurt your fingers. And if you drop the scissors, you don't ruin the scissors because it falls on the side because of the scissor fob. So that's a scissor fob. And then this, I stitched this, she put this together. This is to hold the scissors in it. So that's it. Those are the 3 pieces that I stitched. Let's see if I can get this one. So now I'm gonna put these in my my break front there because I don't know if I want, I like it as a decoration. I mean, maybe I'll use the scissors, but it's so cute and beachy. Most of these things I like to decorate with. So that's my finish. That's a cross stitch that I did like almost 2 years ago, and my friend finished it. Okay, and that's it for my works in progress. Nope, not works in progress, my finished objects. Okay, I'll be right back. I have to check on. I'm back. Sorry about that. During this time of year, I get allergies, and I felt myself wheezing a little bit, so I had to take my inhaler. I still get allergies, even down here in Florida. But what can I tell you? Anyway, okay, done with all my finished objects. I have some works in progress. I only going to show you the ones that I gave some love to since I last spoke with. There's other ones that are just too big and I couldn't get to it this week. Okay, the first one is called the Wallop Cowl. This is by Lynecke Bosman, and I'm using all minis that my friend Renee gave to me and a couple of other friends, and we're doing this knit along together. So we're just using up, you use all the minis until you're done, then you add the next color. So this is a size 6, and I saw this on the Crazy Sock Ladies podcast, and I said, oh, what a perfect project, and hers came out so beautiful to use your scraps with. So what else can I tell you about this? It's called the Wallop Cowl, and there's not much. I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm on the 7th color. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th color, excuse me. And it's so pretty. There's at the part where at the beginning I do yarn overs and knit 2 together to make it a little more decorative. So every time I start a color, I'm going to do that. And that's it. I got a ways to go. I only got how many more colors? Like 16, 17 more colors to do. That's it. Nothing else to say about this except this is mindless knitting. I take this wherever I go. You don't even need a scissor with you because you just use up the color and go on to the next one. So, perfect project to take with you. The next one I'm doing that I gave a little love to it was my road trip, my Florida road trip, mystery road trip by Really Clear Designs. And this is the 3rd year I'm doing this. Actually, it's the 2nd year I'm doing this project. Did I lose stitches? No. The 3rd year, I did one for Maryland. Yeah, she had it for 3 years. I missed the first year, which was Pennsylvania. Last year was Maryland. And this year, it's Florida. So, let me just show you what it looks like and then talk a little bit about it. There's 2 parts to this. Okay. This is the first part I did with her, and I had to put it on, is this the right side? Yes, that I'm showing you. Okay, so I had to put it on barber wires, because one part goes on to either barber wires or waist yarn. So I did all of this. Oh, that looks so cool up there. Love that. And it's fun because you do all kinds of stitches. And these designers, their names are Cynthia and Valerie. They are inspired by certain things when they go to the state, and then each part of the pattern is where they went and what inspired them, and it's really cool. So they each have a part of Florida that inspired them. They put it into the pattern, and you can pick and choose which ones you want to do, and It's really fun. So that's one section. Then she has to go on to another needle. And this is another section. I like this part. See this here? This reminds her of Alligator Alley. Doesn't that look like the backs of an alligator? I don't know if anybody's ever seen an alligator, but there's plenty of them here in Florida. You're bound to see one sooner or later. A lot of them go on the golf courses. I'm not a golfer, but I've heard and I've seen from people that play golf about an alligator. So this is a fun design. It's on size 3 and 4 size needles, depending on what section. There's some beading involved on the border of both. And yeah, so I'm done with Alligator Alley of this section. The next part, I don't really remember what I'm at. But the yarn that I use is La Jolla Yarns. That's their name base, their color base. But it's by Baah Yarns. And the colors are, let's see if I could do it. Primrose, Pink Primrose, Toumaline, Falling in Love, and Pink Sand by La Jolla Yarns. So that's it. Anything else I can tell you about it? Nope, except that it's just 100% superwash merino, and that's it. So this year it's Florida. I wonder what next year will be. And you know what? I'm a process knitter, so no matter what state it is, I love doing it because they have different kinds of stitches involved, and it makes it more interesting. So that. The next part, I know I'm going to have to watch the videos because it looks like it's a little complicated. But that's what's fun about it. I'm also participating in the Stephen West Make-Along. I'm not going to show that to you. 1, it's a mystery. 2, I'm far behind. And 3, I hardly have anything to show, so I'm not going to show it. Maybe when the Make-Along is over with, I could show it. For those that don't know, a Stephen West Make-Along is once a year. It's during the month of October. It's very worldwide, global, from all over the world. And you have a month to do it. I don't stress about that timeline. I do it whenever I feel like it. But it's fun to see other ones. I already peaked because I'm not up to one. And I don't care about peaking because I'm looking at it, I was like, wow, that looks so cool. And I'll get to it. So that's on the back burner for now. I did a little bit last night, not much to show. So for those that are doing it, you don't have to worry about any spoilers here. I'm not ready to show it. Okay, so that's that. The last one that I have is a crochet project that also is going to be very long, but I just love this. It's my Mandala Afghan it's a kit from Annie's that you can order online. And this, for 10 months, I'm going to get a package, which is so fun for me anyway, from Annie's to do the next section of the Mandala Afghan. I started the second section. I showed this a while back, but I was off by my count, and I was like, that's going to hit me in the butt later on. I made it work so that at the end of the row, everything equaled out, but I just have a feeling it's not going to lie flat. I was short like 7 or 8 stitches. So I said, you know what? Rip it out. And I had almost the whole section done. I ripped it out and started again. And here I am. It still doesn't lay flat. I don't know why. The count is right. I don't know. So this isn't, I don't think it's bulky. I think it's an Aran weight yarn. Okay, the kit that I use is called Floral Paradise, and it called for an H&I hook, but with my fingers being the way they are and the tension not being great, I went down the sizes to a G and an H. So the last time I spoke, if you weren't here, I purchased these Furls crochet hooks, these beautiful hooks, and I really didn't try it out yet. I tried it on this Mandala Afghan. Oh, it is. I am getting used to them, and it is nice. Holding it and gliding it through. Once you get used to it, it really is a nice hook. So I used it on this. I'm now using a size H. It went up a size, the pattern. I guess it's going to get bigger and bigger. And that's it. That is it. I'm on to part 2 of the Mandela Afghan. It seems to be trendy. My friends are doing different ones, so I'd like to see how theirs come out. So again, this is a long project ahead of me. Okay, that's it for my works in progress. Now, I have just a couple of acquisitions and then life, and that's it. Okay, my acquisitions are from a member that I belong to, my Love and Stitches membership, led by Natalie, otherwise known as Nitty Natty. And one of the members, she's Kelly from Ritz Fiber, was having a de-stash sale, and I couldn't refuse. The prices were so good, and I've never used this yarn before, so I had to get it. It's yarn by a Freckled Whimsy, and once again, this is from Kelly from the Ritz Fiber de-stash. So she was de-stashing this Freckled Whimsy. It's a hand-dyed yarn. It's one of a kind. It's their Serendipity base, 7525 is their is the yarn, the fabric, whatever you want to call it. 75 merino wool, 25 nylon, and 460 yards. So that's it. I'm going to check it out. I don't know what I'm going to make with it, but I never use it. So then she had another one by Freckled Whimsy, and this looks like it's self-striping. It's one of a kind. Again, this Serendipity base. And yeah, so this will definitely be socks. And I'll probably just do vanilla socks and let it work its way and see how it knits up. So I'll check that out. 2 new acquisitions. Okay, that's it. Not much. So life. The last time we spoke, I was going away on a trip, a little weekend getaway to Bimini Island with my boyfriend. It was to celebrate his birthday, a milestone birthday. So Bimini Island is off the coast of Florida. We didn't have to take a plane, although there is a plane that you can take. And we chose to do a ferry, which you get out of Fort Lauderdale. It's a 2-hour ferry. And believe me, the ferry costs as much as the Airbnb we stayed at. That's how much it is. It's the only ferry in town, so we're stuck with it. And we took the ferry, 2-hour, we got off, and right then and there, the island is small, so the best way to get around is by a golf cart. So right away you get a golf cart, which is another arm and a leg type thing, but it was worth it to get that because you could either do an Uber or Lyft, but that could be expensive too, and that wasn't convenient for us. The island is narrow. I have to say it's not the prettiest island, but the water is so beautiful there, and the people are very nice. The water was it was crystal clear. Now the Airbnb that we stayed at was gorgeous. It was a condo that overlooked the ocean, and it had a big balcony, the length of the condo, and so you overlook the ocean. That was gorgeous. I'm going to show some pictures of the island, of the views that we had, and a part we're on the beach. My boyfriend never drank out of a coconut. We had to do that, so I'll show you a picture of that. There was a little bit of an issue with the golf cart. These golf carts, have so many of them. They're old, and when we got into this golf cart, it was a 2-person golf cart. It was so creaky and rickety and made a lot of noise. And we were driving on the first day. It's like to go through the whole island is a 15-minute ride on the golf cart. And a little restaurants along the way. Again, the food wasn't the greatest. The drinks were great, but the food wasn't that great. My boyfriend never had conch, which is some kind of fish. And we stopped at a place and had conch salad. And that overlooked the water, beautiful. But the golf cart was like creakety, and I was like, this doesn't sound like it's going to make it. So we go back to the golf cart place, which is right by our Airbnb, and he checked it out. There was no headlight. He gave us a headlight, and he said, oh, this isn't going to break down. I said, okay, it doesn't sound too good. So we went to dinner, whatever. The next day, my boyfriend's birthday, we get in the golf cart, we go out and about, crickety. All of a sudden, the golf cart isn't moving too much, and it broke down. So thankfully we were right by a liquor shop where we originally got some beers and some wine there. And we said our golf cart broke down. We don't have cell service here because we're on an island. So he called up the golf cart place. No shocker there. They didn't answer. Excuse me. They didn't answer, because they know people are going to call them with these issues. Hold on 1 minute. I'm sorry, I'm so dry today. No answer. So that didn't surprise us. They probably get this all the time. So then the liquor store guy said, you know what? Right across the street is his sister, who's a vendor, was selling stuff. We go over there, and we were like, well, whose sister is the golf cart people? And she told us. So she called up her brother. Meanwhile, I bought a couple of things at the vendor there. So she got through. Isn't that amazing? His sister called up and she got to her brother who owned the golf cart or worked at the golf cart. So anyway, they said, okay, they're going to send somebody out there. They sent somebody out and they said, it looks like, you might have run out of gas. So we were like, we paid extra. They asked you to pay $15 for gas. We paid the $15. We run out of gas. So the guy said, you're going to make it so you can keep going, try to get back. So, okay, we get in there, putt. I could have walked, I know I could have walked faster than the way we're going. And to boot, it started raining. It started having like a sun shower. So we could barely go. I really felt like I was Fred Flintstones and Wilma in a golf cart. We could have just gone with our feet and gotten there faster. So finally somebody comes back and he has gas or whatever. And he said, you know what, just take my golf cart and I'll take this one back. Fine. It ran good. So the rest of the day was fine. We go around much better. We go out to dinner. Thank goodness it was right by where our Airbnb is. We have a nice dinner. We come out 2 hours later. The golf cart is gone. Somebody stole the golf cart. So we, thankfully, while we were in the parking lot looking up and down, none of them was a golf cart. We saw a security guy going around, and we stopped him. We told him. He reported it, and he says, we both agreed this is probably a daily occurrence because it was parked at the biggest hotel and the only big hotel on the island that's popular, Hilton, and they probably go every weekend up and down looking to steal the golf carts, either a vendor or even the golf cart place to get more money out of you, whatever. So he reported it. He gave us a ride back to the Airbnb, even though we could have walked there. And the next day we had to check out the golf cart anyway. So we walked over to the golf cart place we had to check out with our luggage. We didn't have much. And we told her that it got stolen. The lady was nice enough to give us another golf cart for the rest of the day because we didn't have to catch the ferry till 6 o'clock at night. What were we going to do all day? We were just going to go to the Hilton and go in the casino. But instead, it was nice enough she gave us a golf cart. So we had that for the rest of the day. And when we checked it back to catch the ferry, she said, oh, bad news. They found our golf cart and it was taken apart. Whatever, they took it apart for parts, whatever. So we were like, oh man, are they going to charge us for this golf cart? But they didn't. We keep looking and they didn't charge us for the golf cart. So it all ended well. So in 2 days, we had 3 golf carts. Hysterical. So that was it. So we came back. We had a great time. But I want to show you something. The beaches were beautiful. There weren't a lot of them, but the water was just outstanding. And it wasn't crowded that day. For some reason, that Saturday, it wasn't crowded. I guess they told us that it's really still off-season there in Bimini Island. It's a small island. They really rely on us for tourism, for their livelihood, because there's nothing there. Fishing, I think that's all they do there, and sell to the tourists like us. But anyway, on the beach, I have to show these beautiful seashells that were just on the beach. I mean, I never saw such big seashells. Okay, here's one of them on the beach. Gorgeous. We wrote Bimini on the date that we were there. Bimini Island. Here's one. Here's another one. This one's really cool because inside there's like rocks stuck in there. Aren't these pretty? Seashells? And then this little one, I just like the shape of it. Yeah. So that was our trip. And nothing else other than that. Back to the old grind. When you come back, you know, you got to work. You got to take care of business chores, you know, and that's it. So I'm not going to babble anymore. I'm going to end my podcast here. I want to say once again, congratulations to Robin C. Once you give me that information, I will send out your giveaway gift. And I want to wish everybody a great couple of weeks. And as always, may you have peace and love in your life. See you next time. Bye-bye. Here we are in Bimini Islands on a golf cart that is broken down, and we're going putt, 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 putt on it. Famous last words of a Bahamian is, "I'll be back." And here we are, putt, 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 putt.